is this? Who is this Toastmaster?
Curiosity is one quality that makes us question things in our surroundings. It is like an unquenchable thirst that just keeps us moving. But what really happens when that curiosity is shown a mirror? The curiosity starts questioning itself. And that's exactly what happens when a baby looks at its image in a mirror for the very first time. Full of surprise, the baby mumbles in an inscrutable language, "Who is this?" Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good afternoon.
Before I was born, my family consisted of 5 people, including my mom, my father, and my 3 elder sisters. Coincidentally, while I was being brought home from the hospital, my 3 sisters were comfortably sitting on the sofa and watching Hum Panch. Who all of you remember that serial? Little did they know that their little family of Hum Panch will soon be turning into a family of Hum Chair with my entry in it. My parents were both working, and by nature they are quite bovine and innocuous, whereas with my sisters are a little towards the devilish side. With them, I've shared one hell of a journey. We've fought, we've cried, we've laughed, but most importantly, I've never felt alone in my life because of them, because they've always been there for me. Coming to me, the first time when I saw myself in a mirror, well, it wasn't a mirror, to be honest. It was an image of me, sitting and trying for a balloon. And that was my first interaction with my physical self. When I looked at that image, I was shell-shocked. I was full of surprise. And just like any other curious creature, I asked that question, "Who is this?" And I got no answer. Later on, when I grew up, I tried exploring my hobbies. I tried exploring my interests. And I realized that I'm facing difficulty in focusing on one thing. I'm not some monomaniac. I'm having very different fickle tendencies. So I tried writing poetry to learning football, from learning art to playing cricket. I tried my hand at every different hobby that we have. But the problem was that I couldn't stick to one thing, whereas my peers were finding that one thing they wanted to do in their life. They found that one passion, whereas me, I was just jumping from one hobby to another. In that situation, I decided that I should find one thing that I want to do with this life. I was quite good at football, so I decided that this is the thing that I want to do. I wanted to be a footballer. At the same time, I had this little problem in me that I wanted to be noted. I wanted to be noted for all my qualities. And for that purpose, I tried contacting and I tried being friends with some of the popular and cool kids that we have in school, which usually are one of the most foolish ones. And in that process, I started bringing my phone to school. In an attempt to be cool, I didn't know that I was being foolish. And the plan worked for a few days, but later on I realized that this is something that is not good for me as well. And I got busted, and my parents were called to the principal's office. I was standing right outside the principal's office, and my parents were coming out. While looking at them, I noticed my mother had tears in her eyes. It's famously said that a tear in your mother's eyes can be of 2 types. Either it be of joy, or it can be of sorrow. And the tears I saw in my mother's eyes that day were of sorrow. And it literally killed me at that very moment. I was devastated. And with a heart full of grief and guilt, I went home. In a retrospective state, I again asked myself, what am I becoming? This isn't me. Who is this? And again, I didn't get any answer. But now I didn't wait for an answer. Instead, I started working on myself. I started improving various aspects of me as a person. And I began my search for that one thing, one passion that I wanted to pursue, one thing that I wanted to do with my life. During my engineering years, I found an NGO, Make a Difference, and I started working there as a teaching volunteer. And my search for my passion was over. I found that teaching was something that I could totally do for my entire life. And today, I'm working as a project manager at Make a Difference. Along with that, I'm working as a software engineer at Excel Technologies. If you ask me today, Rishabh, who are you? Honestly, I won't be able to answer it. I might face difficulty even today in answering that question. But today, I can accept that. I'm totally fine with it. And you know why? Because we humans can't be defined. It's a very, very wrong notion that we have, that we all can define ourselves within one line, a paragraph, or a speech. In order to define something, it needs to be contained. It needs to have certain limits. But we humans, we know no limits, right? We are beyond our names, we are beyond our designations, we are beyond our experience. There is a lot more to us. And that's why I can't define myself. I can't define any one of you. Because being human, we are much more than our names. If anyone asks you, who is Rishabh? You can simply say, he is limitless. He can't be defined. He is infinite. Thank you.